You know, every generation before you has improved upon itself. We literally have news articles of your great great grandfather going around and cattle wrestling. He was in a countrywide theft ring for cars. He was in jail multiple times. His son, your great grandfather, my grandpa, had a fourth grade education. Didn't quite get into the crime, was no angel by any stretch of the imagination, but took a trade of welding and actually raised the first stable family they'd actually had. Then your grandfather actually managed to finish high school, get into the first white collar job the Parsons had seen in three generations, and he did well for himself. But as you know, that didn't turn out too well for my parents, your grandparents. My dad had a lot of issues, a lot of psychological problems, and still does. And then there's my generation, me and your Uncle Jeff. We are the first ones to graduate with college. I got a master's, he got a bachelor's. Also staying in that particular realm of improving every generation. And throughout it all, we keep getting better. And that's what I'm hoping for you. But one thing that you need to definitely take into consideration is as you go on and you become a father yourself, you'd be surprised at how differently things look from the other side. There's so many things I would have done different. I worked on myself a lot, and it took time away from all three of you. Going to college full time and working full time. And I mean, for all intents and purposes, I'm well aware of the fact that for many years, it almost felt like I was an absent dad. My hope was that watching me do what I was doing would inspire you guys to do the same. Time will tell to see how that works. But I didn't even get my act together until I was 29, was when I started college. I, you know, spent my 20s working job to job, not thinking I could do anything else. But you guys are also the first generation that wasn't kicked out. That's the only thing that you have right now that you can claim is that you were never thrown out the house 18 and out. I don't care if you guys live with us the rest of your life, and that's probably because I grew so distasteful for being kicked out. I hope that doesn't hinder your development. I hope it doesn't hinder your life. At some point, I'm hoping you'll look back and think that just that alone may be compassionate enough for you to forgive some of my wrongs.